Good morning, my dear students, and today is the fourth class of the MCO-6, and topic for the discussion is MCO-6 block number 5. Because in a particular subject MCO-6, there are six blocks are there. In the first class, we have clubbed the two blocks, block 1 and 2, and today's class for the discussion is the block number 6. Now I am presenting my PPT also, you can see. My dear students, this is the MCO-6 block number 5 for the discussion, and the topic is distribution decisions, and subject is marketing management. And myself, Dr. Durga Madhav Mahapatra, lecturer in commerce, Fakirmohan Autonomous College, Baleshwar, and counselor of Indira Gandhi National Open University, New Delhi. Through virtual mode, I am presenting the particular topic, but somehow this block contains three units, that is unit 13, 14 and 15. Unit 13, that is a distribution channel, and unit 14 is the marketing intermediaries, and unit 15, that is marketing logistics. My dear students, if you talk about the unit 13, the first unit of this MCO-6, that is distribution channel. There is a two word is there. One is distribution, another one is channel. Every student know about the somehow distribution channel. Some people say it is called as a wholesaler, or you may call as a retailer, or you may call as a consumer. Means the product how it will be reached to the destination point customer, and in which way, or what is the flow behind it, that concept is called as a distribution. And channel means in which way it can be reached at a particular place. Means that you may call it as a producer to consumers. Nowadays distribution channel is so much changed. If you look at the online business, or if you look at the chain marketing system, the distribution channel system is something different. But my dear student, even if how distribution is an important aspect of the marketing, without distribution you cannot say that's you cannot say cannot cover the marketing strategy. So distribution is a one strategy in which way your product will be displayed in front of the customer. My dear students, if you talk about first channel, the channel is derived from French word that is called as a canal, and channel of distribution means it is just like a pathway, or it is a flow, or it you may call it as a flow from point of production to consumption, or you may call it as a various ways are there through which the particular relationship will be developed among the buyer and seller through a network. That's called as a channels of distribution. You may call it as a, sometimes you may call it as a middleman, and sometimes you tell that the wholesaler is a middleman or retailer is a middleman. These are called as a distribution channel. But the question of a distribution channel means it is generally concerned only to transfer of title of the product. Means through a mediator, or you may call it as a middleman, or you may call it as a intermediaries through which the product should be reached to the doorstep of the customer. And when the customer procure the particular product through a particular channel, he or she may be happy on that I got this product with a very smooth way. That is the way through which you can transfer the title of the product to a one destination to another destination. You may call it as it is a network of the institutions, and that perform the variety of interrelated coordinator activities there. or you may call it as a distribution of the goods, may be physical distribution or transfer of the title or ownership also. Means if you look at the particular online channels, there is a different ways they can send their goods to the particular customer, and there are different functions of a distribution channel are there. What are the functions? Means it is a easier or efficiently you can to bridge gap between the manufacturer and the user. It means through distribution channel you are maintaining a one type of bridge, or you can solve like gap, and it is also a facilitates to the selling also. Or you can say that is a breakup of bulk. Break of bulk means the bulk material you have to produce and you can break, and you can break means you according to the smaller requirement of the buyer it can be distributed in a different way, that is also called as a distribution channel. Or you may call as a the particular distribution channel through which financial burden also can be reduced in a particular principle of the particular bearer of the particular goods. Or you may call it as assist the sales promotion also, or you can also implement the price mechanism also varies through the distribution channel. Suppose the at the time of production the cost is 100, when at a reached at a customer that cost will be 150. It means through transportation cost is added, means some cost is added. Some cost, what are these costs we have on later on discussion. And another one is if you want to search a buyer or seller, or through it is easier to contacting the buyer and seller through the distribution channel also. Means who are the really consumer of my product and who can purchase at a particular time being period. I mean this can be searched through the distribution channel. So distribution channel is also a pursuing influencing the prospective buyer also, and it can implementing the pricing strategies also. Pricing strategy, or you may call as a there are different new technologies are adopted through which the distribution channel can be nowadays easier. Drone technology, through drone the corona medicines can be sent to one place to another place also. That type of marketing intelligence network, through artificial intelligence you can also procure some feedbacks also through the distribution channel. Or you may call as you can offering credit to the retailers and customers. Means credit to retailers means through distribution channel you can also bear the risk also. So these are the some of the positive points through which the distribution channel can perform in a better way. Another one is concept is what are the distribution channel used, how it will be perform. Means wholesaler or manufacturer to the customer, in between some people are there or some individual are there, some institution are there or some middlemen are there, and that bridge can be make out through the distribution in a proper way for distribution. The distribution can be performed in a, you may call it as a that is a smooth moving of goods from producer to consumer, and certainly you can reduce the time, space and possession also. So in this in this scenario, there are two type of activities are to be covered. One is forward flow activity, another one is backward flow activity. If you look at the forward flow, forward means it is step ahead. Forward flow of activity means company can produce the goods and through a middleman it can be reached at a customer. Means ordering and payment that can be done through the forward flow. If you look at a backward flow from customer to company, it means some negotiation is there, some finance is there, some risk taking is there. For example, you see when you purchase a one motorcycle at or in a particular showroom, there is a financing facilities are to be available by the particular automobile company or type of services they are provided. That type of negotiation, that type of EMI system, financing risk exposure system is also covered under the backward flow. Means this is related to service industry only. But if you look at forward flow of activity, it is always related to manufacturing industry. But if you look at my PPT in a PowerPoint, you see the flows are different type. Flow means how to transmit the particular product from manufacturer to the customer. That is a physical flow is there, means supplier is there, transporter is there, and manufacturer can transport the warehouse is there, dealer is there, or transporter through customer is there. Mean they in between some way they can also reach. And title, if you talk about title flow, that is a manufacturer, dealer, customer is there. In a payment flow, there is a payment system is there. Supplier, banker, manufacturer, banker, means there is a triparty of agreement is arises in the payment flow. If you talk about information flow, means supplier and transporter, warehouse, manufacturer, there is a core linked with each other through dealer also. I mean, these are the some way through which the particular goods can be flow into producer to the customer, either physical at the title system flow or payment flow and information flow. But the here question is, if you talk about a channel label, label means what is the length of channel? That channel length is something different from one another. If you talk about that is one zero level of channel is there, one level of channel is there, two level of channel is there, three level of channel is there. But majorly, suppose if you talk about zero level channel or zero level of distribution strategy, or you may call it a direct marketing channels, means it has a manufacturer can manufacture the goods and selling to the final customer. For example, door to door sales, home parties, mail order, telemarketing, TV shopping. In you look at the TV or you look at in a open the Tata Sky or any other company, you see some shopping channels are there and selling the through the internet selling. This is internet selling, online selling, door to door selling, or you may call it as the best advertisement of tupperware of kitchenware goods. Not only the tupperware, but so there are some jeans or other products that can be sold through the teleshoppings. This is a way of a zero level of channel. If you talk about one level of channel, that is one intermediary is there. If you talk about two level channel, two intermediaries is there. If I am talking about intermediaries, it means some middleman is there, two middleman is there, one middleman is there, three middleman is there. And if you talk about the industry wise, there are different types of middleman is there through which the goods can be reached at a particular destination place of the customer. My dear student, if you confined or you if you distribute the divide the product into the consumer product and industrial product, if you talk about consumer product, zero level, manufacturer to customer. You look at me in my slide, you see in one level that is manufacturer to through retailer to customer, or directly you may call as a manufacturer to direct cost through one level is the retailer is there, two level manufacturer, wholesaler, retailer, customer is there, two level is a wholesaler is there and retailer is there. These are the two middleman party. If you talk about three level, manufacturer, wholesaler, jobber, and retailer, and one person is their jobber. Generally, jobber word is applicable to share market, not in manufacturing industry. My dear, listen. Or you may sometimes in a manufacturing industry they called as a dealers and wholesalers are there, dealers are there, another one is retailers are there. There is a three segment way the product can be sold to the from manufacturer to the customer. But if you look at in industrial, same situation is also arises, but something different is there. Some manufacturing representative is there, or industrial distributor is there. through which the products can be reached in the doorstep of the customer. My dear student, if you look at the services, some of the services, intangible services are also added. What type of services? Agent services is there, and services are always called as the intangible one. And some typically you may call as a direct channels also, or some type of personal contract. These type of services all arises like as a in a travel and tourism and travel industry, travel, notable travel, lodging, advertising, media, entertainment, insurance. I mean, these are the service sector industries which can be the goods are to be goods. The services can be sold. Means in this section, some agent is frequently assist as regards to service. Sometimes some insurance agents asking you, sometimes some banking representative asking you about the opening a bank account, or you procuring the any insurance product, or sometimes a travel agent can asking about to visit a at a destined place with some packages, travel package is also there. And these are the some notable services which can arise in a distribution channel for services. Means frequently your requirement can be fulfilled. My dear student, there are different factors are there which can influence the choice of channel. Which channel is the best? Which channel is the best means whether retailer through you can sold the goods, whether wholesaler through you can sold the goods, whether some dealers through you can sold the goods. Means which channel is the best? According to this way, in this connection I want to state it, the choice of channel is in four parts. One is the market consideration, product consideration, another one is middleman consideration, and company consideration. Means according to market situation, product situation, middleman consideration, and company consideration. There is the four ways through which your product should be in a reached at a the customer's house. For example, according to the product consideration, if you talk about products, you look at egg is there, milk is there. These are the perishable products, and these are to be the choice of channel is also something different. Means within a short period it can be supplied and it will be directly reached to the customer, and that is the consideration is something different. Suppose if it is late, automatically the product will be the quality of the product will be hampered. And the bulkiness of the product, sometimes heavy or bulky products like as a cement, steel, heavy machinery, the distribution cost are also more, and short channels they are also preferred. Suppose for example of a technical nature of the product, technical you can carefully handling the particular product. Suppose in medical devices you can send to manufacturer to a customer. Who are the customer? Now hospitals are the customer. In this section you can morely careful, you can handling the particular type of product. Or product value, according to the value of the product. Suppose some product value is high, product value is low. According to such situation, equally economically such situation is arises through the product value. You can more focusing on that part. Another one is if you talk about the market consideration. Market consideration is a one aspect. Under this way, if the size of the customer, suppose the already I have covered there are different segmentation of the marketing is there. Under this segmentation, so if some part size of the customer is very fewer or high, according to this way, the you can more consideration like as a small area or large area, then the product can be sold through a different channel. And the potential of sales, sometimes some target customer is there, target business is there, reach at a target there can varies from different channels also. Some of the concentration of buyer is there, means few areas some manufacturer can establish the some sales division. Suppose and sell the directly to the buyer. Through this way you can concentrate towards a specific buyer, and these are can these buyers can purchase the some specific type of the product through which the channel is something different. And size of the purchase order, according to the size, if the large size, the channel is something different, or if the small size channel also is some different, you can justify according to the sale. And another consideration is middleman consideration. My dear student, if you talk about middleman consideration, there are different types of middleman. Channels competition is there. Availability of a middleman. Me, these are necessary. Another one is in a company consideration, you can more focused on cost of the product, or cost can, or optimum utilization of resources, or distribution cost of each channel, choosing the channel which can impact the consumer price also, long run effect of the profit, experience and ability. These are the some issues which can under the company consideration. Another point in a company consideration, financial strength. Suppose some company have a good financial strength, automatically they are introducing a different distribution channel system. Suppose extent of a channel control. Suppose some product prefer short channels also. Some controlling channel is also necessary to aggressive promotion. Suppose through aggressive promotion, or to maintain fresh stocks of the retail prices. This concept is arranged through company point of view. But my dear students, the sometimes a distribution channel design decision is an important aspect. Now the discussion point is which type of design decision channel are to be arranged. That is a push strategy is there, pull strategy is there. If you talk about push strategy, it means they are using the sales force or trade promotion money induce the intermediate to carry the particular product. It means push or pull. Push means the low brand loyalty of the product you can push up in the store. Sometimes sometimes you see the particular shop, some product can be indirectly pushed through by the seller only. And this is the way push strategy which can introduce a new product, by the seller or by the manufacturer. That type of strategy they can take the decision. And pull strategy through advertisement means you look at the Patanjali, there is several times they can advertisement in new channels and in automobile also. They are also are using the advertising and promotional campaign. And that type of campaigning, that is called as a pull strategy. They can pull the product which can induce to the customer. And that is a notably you can ask to the intermediary for the product to induce the intermediate to order it. It means that is a push and pull strategy which can maintain in the channel design decisions. And but there is some other five steps are there to designing the channel system. Analyze the customer need. You can, how you analyze, now through waiting time, suppose waiting time and spatial convenience and product variety, service backup, establish the objectives, identify the major channel alternatives, determine the term and responsibility, pricing policies, condition of sale, territorial rights, and evaluate the major alternatives. So these are the five steps which can be identified to design the channel system. But the question is, what is channel management? How you can manage the channels? There are different channels are there, and flow of goods from one destination to another per destination. So some intermediary or the individual intermediary should be select and trained, motivated to evaluate the particular type of channel management. Selecting the channel members, training is necessary, motivating is necessary, or evaluating is necessary, modifying is necessary. It means to empower the members to sell the particular product. Sometimes you look at a train or look at a bus, some products are to be sold through by the some particular person. This product is manufactured, that cost is very low and you can purchase it. That type of strategy they can adopt through training, motivating and selecting and evaluating the channel members. But sometimes some channel conflict is arises. Channel conflict means in that is called as what are the causes of conflict is arises, how to it resolve, and what are the types of conflict in the arises in channel. Means the design and how you can manage the particular independent in nature of business is in need of the hour. Means sometimes why this conflict is arises, there is a system problem is there, like as a vertical channel conflict. There are different conflict is there, vertical channel conflict is there. It means that the Coca-Cola is there and Pepsi is there. Some of the conflict is arises how the particular goods at more enforced and towards according to the pricing, according to servicing, according to advertisement. That type of conflict is there. Suppose Samsung and Nokia, there is a or Samsung and Apple. These are the through which the mobile phone conflict is arises. That is called as a vertical conflict. Different labels within the different same of the channels, but they can also reach to the customer in a different way. Also, they are adopting in a different ways. And horizontal channels of conflict is also there. Horizontal, another one is a multi-channel conflict is there. If you talk about the horizontal channel conflict, there is a conflict between the members at a same level within the channel. Same members means suppose Ford car dealers can complain about the some of the regarding the advertising pricing, or suppose for example if you like the pizza or Pizza Hut, they are also in franchising cheating the ingredient poor service. That is also a channel of conflict. Means if there is a dilution is arises, then the conflict is arises. So there are different causes of conflict is there. What are the channels of conflict means sometimes accounts manager in the field of Salesforce, or there is a conflict between Salesforce and telemarketing, or conflict between Salesforce and dealers. Means conflict means here wholesaler to retailer, some conflict is arises, wholesaler to telemarketing advertisement agency, some conflict is arises. So how it will be managed, there are different mechanism is there. You can adopt some objectivity of goal, coordination is necessary, co-option is effort is necessary, support level is necessary, and through if the conflict is more means chronic or acute conflict is arises, some diplomacy, mediation, arbitration method you can is also arises. Through diplomacy, you can each side you can send a person group to meet counterpart to resolve the conflict. So diplomatically you can solve the conflict. So mediation through third party, may through a mediator or a neutral person, you can your conflict can be solved. And through arbitration process also, it can also accept the some of the decisions. For example, that is a bigger conflict. You put the particular sentence in the Google. What is the conflict in between the Apple and Samsung, that through a different design, such type of mobile phone, there is a bigger conflict arises, and they go to the particular court, and the court can decide what is the which may be the loser or who may be the winner. So these are the some conflict arises in the distribution channel. My dear students, another topic is the unit 14, that is called as the marketing intermediaries. Here you talk about intermediaries, it means middleman. Who are the called as a middleman and what is the role of middleman? Middleman, or you may call it as a intermediaries, or you may call it as a it is a one link between the producer and customer, or render services in connection with the purchase and sale. And that type of that middleman have different functions. They can assembling the product, they can grading the product, they can packaging the product, they can storing the product, they can financing the product, they can risk bearing the product. So the middleman have a greater role. It means suppose you go to the in a automobile showroom, you see there is a different packaging system, financing fee system, and risk bearing system is also is there. And means the what is the positive part is some it's happen creation of utility and economies of effort, means to increase through contacting manufacturer in contacting to the customer, it can economies of effort, means the less cost can or reduce the amount of effort also. Market coverage is also there due to the liberalization of trade, privatization of trade. The coverage can also changes, and it can local convenience to the customer also, means the middleman like the retailers are located more convenient in shopping centers also. And it can provide field stock also, means buy bulk or keep the goods in stock also. Buy the bulk means huge amount you can procure, and then you can so in a different way you can solve. And financing facilities are also arises. Servicing facilities also focus on handle to the complaint of the customer. And communication channel and promotional program activity can be displayed in a proper way, through which the particular middleman can act as a in integrating between the bridge gap between the producer to the customer. But there are different types of middlemen are there. What are the different types of middlemen? There are generally two types are there: primary participants and ancillary participants. If you talk about primary participants, that can be transferring title goods to the others also. Means it is a negotiatory function through which the title of the goods can be transferred. If you talk about ancillary participant, it can assist the member to perform the distribution tasks like the financing, helping, or storing, or packaging. That type of ancillary functionality is there. Or you may call as a always middleman called as a mercantile agents, and they are more functioning about related to purchase and sales also. And there are different types of middlemen are there. One is a functional middleman, another one is merchant middleman. If you talk about in channels, this is the intro PPT you see. In a primary participants, there is a merchant middleman is there, mercantile middleman is there, ancillary, there is a financial institution is there, public warehouse there, transport company is there, advertisement agencies is there. Means these are the some way through which channel participants can be procured through the reach at one place to another place, means producer to the customer. But if you talk about a middleman or also say mercantile agents, factors are there. Here factor means related to the is a third party to keep the goods of others and sell them approval of the owners. This is applicable to only automobile sector. The factoring services, you may call it as a factoring, FACT one. It is a middleman who keeps the goods, and through financing facility they can provided, and then only the particular goods can be transferred. And a brokerage system is there, commission agent is there, del creditor means through consignment. The del creditor means if you they sell extra of the particular agent sell the extra goods through the credit of approval, through which the del creditor agent is responsible for the non-payment by the buyer also. Mean here del creditor means that is a credit sale approval of the owner. Another one is the some auctionaries is there. Middleman is appointed to agent to sell the goods by auction only, and C and F agent is there, carry forward carriage and freight expenses also deal with the particular type of categories of wholesalers. And some merchant middleman is there. Merchant middleman is there, the wholesaler traders and retail traders, they are also there. If you talk about wholesaler, who is called as a wholesaler? Now, the wholesaler is a trader who deal in the large quantity. Or wholesaler, he may be the purchase the goods from the producer in a bulk quantity and sells to the retailer in the small quantity, who can purchase bulk quantity from the producers and sell it to the small quantity. These are persons are called as a wholesaler. But some definition is also there. But what is the functions of wholesaler? Wholesaler, they can assemble and buying goods in a large quantity, and they can warehousing the or storage capacity through which they can where is the particular product, transporting the goods, who can undertake the transport of the goods from producer to their warehouse, also financing, risk bearing, grading, packaging, packing, and the dispersing or dispatching, that type of functions which are covered under the particular type of a wholesaler. But who is called as a retailer? If you talk about retailer, retailer is a in between the manufacture, in between the middleman of the manufacturer and wholesaler, who can link between the manufacturer to the wholesaler, or you may call it as a, according to the there are different other definitions are there, means whole business is to sell the customer wide variety of the goods are there, but through the need of a final customer, one retailer is there and who can implies the sale of a final consumption. Who are the retailer? You may call it as a dealers are the retailer, or dealers are the bottom of the distribution strategy also. He may be, you may call it as a stockist or semi wholesaler, or small size of a particular stockist, or retailer are also called as a dealers also in small trade territory, some specific location, some distribution is something different. And there are different types of retailers are there. Sometimes you may call as a small scale retailers, these are the called as a unit stores. They can, unit store means single line stores, means in a, you talk about general stores, general store, you look at a general store, different variety of the product they are sold. And street traders are there, they can display in the stock in footpath also, these are also called as retailers. And market traders are there, they can time interval in weekly, monthly, they can open their shop also, they are called as a market traders. Hawkers, peddlers are there. Hawkers, their price is fixed and they can carry goods from one place to another, from one locality to another locality, in urban areas or rural areas, or in street areas, the particular persons are involved to sell the goods to the customer, like as a, these are called as a different types of retailer, like as a hawkers and peddlers. Another is the cheap jackets are there. Cheap jacks means that is they also called as a retailers. They can cheap price. Cheap means sasti. It means who has a fixed place of business in a locality. You look at any marketplace, you see there are different marketing opportunities are created by these type of retailers, small scale retailers. But my dear student, if you talk about large scale retailers, that is called as a departmental store. Departmental store, you go to the departmental store, you go to the any other malls also, small multiple shops. These are called as retail stores. In departmental store, you see food is there, clothing is there, appliances is there, all the gifts item is there, furniture items is there. I mean, these are the typically one type of mall, and through one type of department store which are specialist of buyers can go there and purchase the article. And multiple stores are there, then there is a not restricted to the range of article, different localities, and a central ownership is there, but there are multiple stores. For example, if the petroleum company has an the brand has a different opening the different type of shops in a different locality, that is through the under the control of central ownership. And this is the way through which the chain store are to be developed. And mail order houses is there, who can visit the sellers in premises, no personal can inspect the only order, you can receive the goods, means the ready-made garments or leather goods, these are the through post you can receive the goods through post, or means you can order and then you can receive the goods, no need to go or visit in any other place. And customer cooperatives is also there, according to the cooperative principle. Suppose they are purchasing a bulk quantity and they sold at a reasonable price also. And the supermarket is also there. That is supermarket, that is Reliance supermarket, you see there are different type of self-service facility. Self-service facility means you can choose of your own product from the racks and from your baskets also, means high volume, high margin, low cost, these products are to be sold. And some discount stores are there. Suppose a discount stores like as a uh, well, one type of standardized product they can sold like as a brand factory. The discount stores they are also offering. Convenience store is there. Convenience store means that is smaller size than the supermarket. In a residential area these products are to also sold. Specialist store is there. So specialist store means if you look at Reliance have one Reliance Jewelry. Reliance Jewelry is a specialist store which can opportunity in a different market segmentation and creates a brand equity also. Brand equity means here valuation of your brand. Some positive note is there, but there are different function of retailers are there. What are these functions? Buying, assembling, selling, risk bearing capacity, sales promotion, and these are the some of the issues which can undertaken in the retail. But there are different trends in wholesaling is there. What are the trend nowadays in wholesaling? They are providing financing facility, they are providing some market information, they are also some of the packing and grading system they are also offering. That is called as a trend. The trend is changes in nowadays in present cutthroat competition, that how to sell the product, how to sell the product through pull strategy and push strategy, through which the product can be sold or reached at a destination place is in a important and is in indeed to offer a new level of marketing strategy. Another one is what are the trends in retailing in present day world. What happens? You look at in the retailing section, you see there is a shopping malls are there, factory outlets are there. What is factory outlet? Means if some defective products are there, the manufacturer of a particular company can sold at a very 50% price below the particular product, and that can be sold at a particular place, that is factory outlet. Means some lightly defective products can be sold in the factory outlets, and sometimes some new products have to come up, and into so old product can be sold with a huge amount of discount they are offering also in the factory outlets. Non-store retailing facilities there, diversification of offering through technology. Now shopping behavior is also changed, and nowadays in through online you can purchase the particular product, and expansion of globally business. These are the some way through which the wholesaler can survive and the wholesaler can continue to increase their sales also. My dear students, now the topic is for the unit 15, that is called as a marketing logistics. If you talk about marketing logistics, question is what is logistic? Logistics means in which way or in which process the particular moving from raw material converted into finished goods, in which process, and that is called as a procuring of raw material, procuring of that's called as a supply chain, that's called as a supplying a marketing company to all members of through distribution channel, that is called as a logistic. Logistic is a one type of process of moving raw material and component part into the farm, and through work in progress, and the finished product is out from the particular farm. Means it is just like a conversion of raw material into finished goods, in which process it can be arises, that coverage are called as a logistic. And you may call it as a supply chain. It is also a one type of a type of arrangement of this type of ingredient. Suppose there is a supply chain, or you may call it as a logistic management. Have one planning is necessary, implementation is necessary, another controlling of a chain of organizational relationship necessary. Means planning, implementing, controlling, that type of chain strategy covers under the supply chain. In present day world, there are two types of supply chain logistic method is there. One is inbound logistic, another one is outbound logistic. If you talk about inbound logistic, it means it can be bringing the raw material and supply at a point of production. That's called as a that is called as a production logistic inbound. Inbound means raw material and it can supplied and for the production purposes. If you talk about outbound logistic, it is constantly finished goods to the customer. Means it is you may call as it is out of delivery. And some marketing logistic you may call as it is called as outbound logistic, also called as a marketing logistic. Meaning in which way the finished product can be sent to the customer. Inbound production is carried out or production logistic. Outbound, that is called as a marketing logistic. It means it can finished product sent to the customer doorstep or product line to the customer. That is called as a outbound. You look at my PPT and you see procurement is there, transportation, that is also inbound, means conversion of raw material into finished goods. And inventory, raw material parts are there, raw material scheduling, controlling system is there, process is there, packaging the finished product is there, material handling facility is there, then investigation and storage is there, then transfer to the customer. The first line and the third part to transportation too, these are called as a inbound, and after storage to the customer, that is called as a outbound strategy. But certainly some physical distribution is necessary. Already I have discussed in previous, physical distribution is necessary means it can flow of product from producer to customer, and it can facilitating the through an intermediary the product can be reached to the customer also. There are different elements of marketing logistics are there. What are the elements? If you talk about marketing logistic, my dear student, the logistic is divided into two parts. One is production production logistic, another one is marketing logistic. Production logistic means converted into raw material into finished goods, and marketing logistic means the finished goods can be reached to the customer house, that is called as a, in which way, which flow, in which method, that is called as a marketing logistic. There are different elements are there. What are the elements? Order processing method is there, acquisition is there, packaging system is there, warehousing facility is there, material handling is there, information maintenance is there. So these are the some issues which can be undertaken in the marketing logistics. My dear student, if you talk about the importance of marketing logistics, effective distribution, effective supply of the goods, and that you may call as it has a competitive advantage is also arises, greater profit is arises with a lower cost, cost advantage is also achieved through productivity and value advantage, and it can also apply to the marketing logistic important contribution to the reducing the cost also. So these are the issues which can undertaken in the marketing logistic. Marketing logistic means you may call it as a physical distribution management system through proper planning is necessary, proper purchasing necessary, proper ordering necessary, proper processing necessary. So this is overall the concept of a marketing logistic. But my dear student, if you talk about in marketing logistic, that it can be affected in a two ways. How it ways means nowadays that is a cutthroat competition is arises within the company to company, within the nation to nation, within the some differentiating their product offerings, and somehow they sell the product in offshore activities they can also maintain, and which is complex in nature and and competitive atmosphere is also correct. But my dear student, what are the objective behind the marketing logistic? What are the objective? One is customer improvement is necessary. This to reduce the distribution cost also, creating the time and place utility. Price stabilization is also important aspect of a marketing objective. My dear student, certainly marketing logistic task is there. What are the tasks? I mean, here task means how much you should order should be handled, and where it should be located, stock should be located, and how much it will be kept in on hand, how should the goods are to be transported. So these are overall the concept of marketing logistics. It means the goods are manufactured and it can be reached at a customer house. In between, some issues which you can encounter to or you can address such issues, that is the important decisions are to be taken under the marketing logistics strategies. But in such a situation, the task is, you see, look at in PPT, there is a customer is there, order processing is there, inventory is there, storage part and transportation is there, and all information can be collected at a one way. Nowadays, the new technology are upcoming and they can address such type of information system, like as a drone, like as a some artificial intelligence, through which the order can be also maintained in a frequent manner also. And in this section, order processing is also an important aspect. Mean the customer should possess with at least a possible time they can order, and they can recording the order, filing the order, assembling the order. Warehousing, there is a warehousing facility is there. Warehousing means you can storing your particular product at a safe place. Warehouse is a place where your product can be stored. And there are different types of warehousing are there. What are the warehouse, different types of warehousing or classification of warehousing there? Merchant warehousing there, wide variety of the goods can be stored. Specialist warehouse is there, suppose cotton, grain, it can be stored. Or a hardware warehouse is there, it is a limited line of goods stored. Refrigerated warehouse is there, you see milk, fruits, vegetables, these are called as a cold storage. That is called as a refrigerated warehouse. Bonded warehouse is there, certain laws are abiding in the certain insured against the laws. Bulk storage warehouse there, suppose the petroleum products, oil, natural gas product, these can be stored at a bulk warehouse. And certainly some inventory control positive point also is there. It means control means there are some, in which way you can issue the raw material, how to procure it, that is the issues of control of inventory control. ABC technique is there, always better control. VED technique is there, vital, essential, desirable. At the time of issue of raw material, LIFO method is there, last in first out. FIFO method is there, fast in fast out. Weighted average method is there, simple average method is there. There are different methods which can inventory can be managed. And certainly at the time of purchasing inventory, some EOQ method is there, economic order quantity, and there is a two cost is also associated, carrying cost and ordering cost. In such a situation, in such a ideal situation, you can know about the particular type of how to manage the inventory. And in a transportation, if you look at transportation, transportation is also an important aspect of a particular moving from one place to another place. Means transportation means move from goods one point of production to sale point of a consumption quantity at a customer door place. That's called as a transportation. Transportation are different ways of transportation is there. Road transportation is there, rail transportation is there, air transportation is there, shipway transportation is there. There are different carrier transportation agents are there. But if you look at road carrier, there is a common carrier is there, contract carrier is there, private carrier is there. If you talk about common carrier, that can large public or huge amount goods from all types from one part to another part of the country, that is called as a common carrier. In generally, that operation can be handled through closely related. If you talk about contract carrier, that can arrangement can be selected customers. Contract for contract basis, the particular certain type of goods can be sent to the a destination place. Private carrier is there. Nowadays, everybody or every day you should look at any of the any business house have and private individuals have and transportation of own goods, common, contract, and private. And rail transportation system is there, unitized transportation there. If it is 100 or more car to our commodities, means wagons are there, that type of subtle basis of utilities. Generally, some mines items are to be sent. That is called as a unitized train as there. piggyback service is there, trailer and float car system is there. Means the loaded of truck retailers or railroad lines specially designed to flat car also there. Containerization system is there. You look at in a rail transport or in a water transport, they are using the containerization system. They refer the design such type of one type of means box system like a breaking of bulk amount of percent it can send. And air transportation is also there. Some pipeline air transportation is there. Pipeline means some natural gas, chemical, coal, minerals. We through pipeline, the particular type of goods can be transported from one place to another place. And the tons originated items there. Tons means some intercity movement of ton to ton that can be through railways, through trucks. It can be ton, it can be maintained. Suppose in truck, 20% of items can be commercialized way of traffic is there also arranges. And some ton mile system is there, means 1 ton move to 1 kilometer. It means through railways, through other way, they can also send these type of items also. Service facilities there, reconsignment facility, flexibility system is there. Another, there are different two approaches of marketing logistics is there. What are the two approaches? There is a total system approach, another is a total cost approach. So one is a total system approach, another is total cost. If you look at a total system approach and total cost approach, you see first total system. If you talk about system, it means the system involves it is a physical flow of goods, and that is called as a one operation through which you can maximize the service to the customer only. Mean maximum customer service through large inventories, through faster transportation, through best possible warehouse service they can also offer. And in a total cost approach, that consists of various elements like as a storage, like as a inventory maintenance, like as a transportation also there. Storage is there, inventory maintenance is there, transportation is there. And in a total cost approach, there is a corollary of system approach is there. It means total cost means is a total cost of distribution. Storage, how much cost is arises. In inventory, the maintenance in inventory, how much cost is arises. In a transportation, how much cost is arises. If you go clubbing these expenses, that is called as a total cost approach. My dear student, these are the some issues which are covered under the distribution system or distribution channel system, or you may call it as a distribution decisions of your subject marketing management. My dear students, distribution channel is a one important aspect of the marketing. Without knowing the proper distribution system, your business cannot be exist properly. So that what is distribution and what is flow of distribution, that is a one way. This is not that is a one way traffic affairs, like as a manufacturer to wholesaler to retailer to the customer. In between period, in this connection, I want to say, in this competition world, in this liberalized world, in this cutthroat competitions are to be going on, every company has an existence is necessary, so that they are changing their distribution strategy. You see, in a pandemic situation, the companies are adopting the different types of distribution channel system. Through this way, they can equip, they can change a tremendous level of marketing strategy. And in this connection, I thank you everybody, and thank you all. If any question you have, any doubt, you can ask me, but through chat box, or I may be take part in a particular answer also. And thank you everybody. And now I am stopping the recording. But however, you can send some of the questions